Hello everyone. Today we shall be discussing all the possible questions from Macbeth, Act 3, Scene 6. Are you ready? Let's begin. The first question. Lennox says, things have been strangely born. What strange things is he talking about? A. Macbeth killed Duncan and blamed his sons. B. Macbeth pitied Duncan only after his death. C. The heroic Banquo walked too late at night. Or D. The weather condition lately has been too strange. Have you marked your answer? It is Macbeth pitied Duncan only after his death, and also the heroic Banquo walked too late at night. To quote exactly what Lennox said in the passage is, things have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth, marry, he was dead, and the right valiant Banquo walked too late. So these are the strange things that Lennox was talking about. Let's move to the next question. People might infer that Fleance killed Banquo because A. He disliked his father. B. He wanted to get rid of his father and become the king. C. He had taken inspiration from Duncan's sons as they had killed their father. Or D. He fled from the scene after Banquo was killed. So why would people infer that Fleance had killed Banquo? Yes, the answer is option D, because he fled from the scene after Banquo was killed. What was Macbeth's reaction after Duncan was killed? A. He grieved for days. B. He immediately decided to execute Malcolm and Donalbain. C. He, in pious rage, immediately killed the two drunk and sleepy guards. Or D. He wanted to end his life out of grief. So the answer is option C. He, in pious rage, immediately killed the two drunk and sleepy guards. Next, Lennox calls the killing of the two guards who were asleep and drunk as a dash act. A. Noble act. B. Foolish act. C. Sensible act. Or D. Wise act. So what does he call it? He calls it a noble and wise act. So in the passage he says, right, was not that nobly done, A, and wisely too? So he was saying it is a noble and wise thing to do. Next, Lennox says that the act was noble and wise too because it would have angered any heart. A, to hear the men deny it. B, to hear the men accept it. C, to hear the men become dazed and confused. Or D, to hear the men accuse Macbeth. So the answer is to hear the men deny the fact that they have killed it, to know that they are not guilty. So that would have angered the hearts. So Macbeth was very smart and wise to kill the guards even before they could have denied it. So that is why Lennox says that overall I think Macbeth has handled the things well. Next question. What does Lennox say would happen if Macbeth had Duncan's sons under his key? So this is a question answer that I have written. So Lennox wishes that it doesn't happen. But if Macbeth had Duncan's sons in prison, he would show them how awful the punishment it was for those who kill their father, and fleance would also not be spared. So in short, what Lennox is trying to say that he would severely punish Malcolm and Donalbain if he had caught hold of them, and he also wouldn't have spared Fleance because they are coming in his way. Next, due to which two reasons does Macbeth live in disgrace? A. Because he knows the truth that Macbeth killed Duncan. B. Because of his unguarded expressions. C. Because he failed to be present at the feast. Or D. Because he is accused of killing King Duncan and is therefore hiding. Okay, so the answer is because of his unguarded expression. So if you know, he says, right, because from broad words, that means he expresses freely, and because he failed to be present at the feast that was organized by Macbeth. Now Macduff lives in disgrace. Next, according to the Lord, what has Macbeth stolen from the sons of Duncan? A. His peace of mind. B. His freedom of living. C. His respect. Or D. His birthright. So the answer is D. His birthright. Doesn't the Lord say, the son of Duncan from whom this tyrant holds the due of birth? That means he has stolen his birthright, because he was supposed to be the king after the death of King Duncan. But however, Macbeth has stolen it from him. Okay, next. Explain how King Edward has treated Malcolm, the son of Duncan. So, the saintly and pious King Edward has treated Malcolm with such grace that despite his misfortunes, he has been treated with high respect. So, this is how King Edward has treated Malcolm. Next, where has Macduff gone? A. To find Malcolm and Donalbain. B. To find people to fight against Macbeth. C. To the court of King Edward. Or D. To meet the three witches for their prophecy. Yes, we all know, right? Macduff has gone to the court of King Edward. What does Macduff's absence from the feast signify? A. Cowardice. B. Support to Donalbain and Malcolm. C. Support to Banquo. Or D. Disloyalty and rebellion to Macbeth's rule. So Macduff's absence from the feast shows disloyalty and rebellion, because even after Macbeth had summoned him to the feast, he did not attend it. So it shows disloyalty and rebellion. Next, what does Macduff hope to get from King Edward? A. Aid from him and to form alliance with Northumberland and Lord Seward. B. To kill Macbeth. C. Financial aid for the war. Or D. All of the above. So what does Macduff hope to get? Aid from him and to form alliance with Northumberland and Lord Seward. Yes. Next, What does the Lord hope will happen with the help of King Edward and the God above? A. They may be able to put food on their tables once again. B. They may escape sleeplessness. C. Enjoy their feast and banquets without violent murders. Or D. Pay sincere homage to the king and receive free honors. So, what does the Lord hope will happen? Yes, he hopes that they may be able to put food on their tables once again, that they may escape sleeplessness, enjoy their feast and banquets without violent murders, and also pay sincere homage to the king. So, it is all the options. Next, what was Macbeth's reaction when he came to know about Macduff's actions, that he has gone to King Edward to seek help? A. He commands to behead Macduff. B. He was exasperated and he is preparing for war. C. He did not react openly, but secretly he decides to kill Macduff next. Or D. He decides to visit Macduff in England. So, what was Macbeth's reaction? Yes, he was exasperated, angry, and now he is preparing for war. Next, when Macbeth sent a messenger to ask Macduff to return to Scotland, what did Macduff say? A. I will not return as long as I am alive. B. I will only return over Macbeth's dead body. C. In an absolute way, he said no way. Or D. He ignored the messenger. So, what did Macduff say? Yes, in an absolute way, he said no way. He did, and with an absolute, sir, not I. So, this is exactly what is written in the passage. Moving to the next question. What did the cloudy messenger turn his back towards Macduff and say? A. You will regret the day you gave me this answer. B. You should not have said this. C. You have made the best decision of your life. Or D. Be careful, Macbeth will not spare you. So, what did the messenger hum and say? Option A. You will regret the day you gave me this answer. Next, what does Lennox want some holy angel to do? A. Fly to the court of England and give Macduff a message. B. Protect Macduff until he takes revenge. C. Help them win against Macbeth. Or D. Tell Macduff to return quickly to Scotland and free their country. So, what does he ask the holy angel to do? So, two options are right. First is option A. First, to fly to the court of England and give Macduff a message that return quickly to Scotland and free their country that is suffering under a hand accursed, means a cursed tyrant. Next, what does Lennox and the Lord call Macbeth? A. A pious king. B. A ruthless king. C. A pitiful king. Or D. A tyrant. So, what do they call Macbeth? In one or two places, they have called Macbeth a tyrant, isn't it? Next, why does Lennox describe Duncan's murder as a damned fact? A. Because he was hurt. B. Because he was shocked. C. Because he felt the murder was justified. Or D. Because it was a horrific and an unnatural act. So Lennox describes Duncan's murder as damn fact because it was a horrific and an unnatural act, isn't it? He calls it a cruel or evil deed that was also unnatural. Okay. Twice in the passage, Lennox mentions men must not walk too late. What is he trying to signify here? A. Crimes happen late at night. B. He wants to mention the stupidity of Banquo's actions. C. The dangers and unexpected crimes happening under Macbeth's rule. Or D. That they should stay indoors and hidden. So why does Lennox say men must not walk too late? He's trying to signify here that there are dangers and unexpected crimes that are happening under Macbeth's rule. That is why he mentions it twice. And coming to the last question, what does the scene mainly try to signify? A. It shows the true colors of Macbeth behind his nobility and bravery. B. It highlights Fleance's innocence. C. That Malcolm and Donalbain are innocent. Or D. That only Macduff is brave enough to defy Macbeth. So what does the scene mainly try to show? So the scene mainly wants to show the true colors of Macbeth, that behind his bravery and nobility, there is a tyrant under it who is ready to do anything so that he gets the throne. And we have completed all questions. You should give yourself a pat on the back because you're so dedicated towards your studies. Remember that I'm praying for you. God bless.